the CC Coral Brush. It is a famous brush. This brush, it's got some hair in it. This brush is like highly recommended, super expensive, like all the best groomers need to have it, you know. It's pretty popular, so I want to sit down. Yeah, so I wanted to come and talk about this because it is like widely spread that this is like the best brush to have for doodles and stuff like that. And to be honest, I beg to differ. I bought it because I thought it was like the best thing ever, and I rarely use this. Shocking. I rarely use this. And the reason is because the pins are so close together, which is what's supposed to make it so good because it's supposed to detangle super well, but I find it super hard to get through a coat because I don't know. It's not my go-to. It's not something I pick up every day. Like I rarely, I don't even use this on my own dog, my poodle. I don't. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe my fluff drying would be better if I use this. But from what I've seen, not really. So is it worth buying this for like the 80 whatever dollars it is? I'd say, not really. Some people like ride or die for this, love this. So maybe watch their videos, ask for opinions. But for me, yeah, I don't pick this up ever, never. I just don't love the feel of it when I'm brushing a dog. It like gets stuck all the time. It's just super stiff, super difficult to use. That's what I'd say. Maybe somebody will fight me about it in the comments, but that's okay. I have heard better things about the black CC brush. I think it's a big K brush. Apparently that one's better actually. So like it's less dense, so it actually works a little bit better. I haven't used it, so I can't say, but I maybe check that one out instead. Like, yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in this one. Maybe I'll try and fluff dry my poodle with it and see if I suddenly like it. I haven't picked it up in a long time. Otherwise, I'll probably sell it when I am done with my grooming business. So we'll see. So what do I use instead of this? A good old cheap Arturo brush. Yes. This brush was like $23. This brush was like 80. This brush was like $80, I think. Something like that. 90? I don't remember, but it's up there, okay? This is up there. And I mean, it feels super like nice and whatever, but I've also seen that like this handle comes off because it's wood. I've seen that happen to people as well. So, I mean, it's pretty and it probably works for a lot of people, but for me it doesn't. So I give it a 3 out of 10. It gets a 3 out of 10. I give it 3 because it's pretty and you know, it works sometimes. But yeah, this is my nice cheap Arturo brush. This is the long pin universal slicker, I think that's what it's called. Yep. She's plastic. She feels cheap, but works super well. Like this is also like fairly dense. I mean, obviously it's not as dense as this one, but I think the pins might be similar in length. But I always grab this one. This is my go-to. I have another one that's Arturo. It's the dematting slicker. That one's good too, actually. I like that one. But this is always the one I grab because it does a super good job of brushing, dematting, fluff drying. Like it does it all for cheap. So I definitely recommend this brush, especially for pet owners. This is the one that I send to my doodle owners or anybody that's like asking me how to prevent matting and how to properly brush their dog. This is the one because it's affordable for pet owners. It's not gonna break the bank and it's super easy to use. It glides a little bit better, but also demats at the same time. So it's my go-to brush. Ah! I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm dropping everything. It's fine. It's fine. Well, that's pretty much my review for that. I mean, I don't have much else to say. This review video is super short, but that's it. I'll show you the other brushes I have. I have too many brushes, I think. Because like literally I use this for everything. Don't mind my jammies. Okay, so I'll show you my little brush collection. I have a few others, but they're dirty. I apologize. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this is my Kenchi brush. This is a wood pin brush. This is for like, actually I don't want to be wrong. This is for like a longer coat, smooth coats, like silkier coats, like a large breed dog. I really like this brush. Look how pretty it is. Like first of all, it's like the prettiest brush I have, I'd say. It's really nice. It's super comfortable to hold. It's like heavy duty, like good quality. 10 out of 10 brush. And they also have, Kenchi also has the same one in like a few different styles, like slicker brushes and stuff. I definitely recommend the Kenchi brand in this style. Like these are really nice brushes, for sure. This brush, this is the first slicker brush I ever bought before I knew what I was doing, before I knew anything. This is the one that I bought before I brought my puppy home. It's a Conair slicker brush. Look how short the slickers are. What kind of poodle owner am I? I don't know. Yeah. I like this brush, to be honest. The handle, it's like a gel handle, super comfortable. When I had to switch to like this one, I was like, oh my God, how am I supposed to groom with this? It's so uncomfortable. I got used to it, but yeah, this is a really nice, comfy handle. As far as the short pins, like if you have a dog that has short hair and you keep them super short, this is great. Actually, I used this for Finn for a while and it was fine. Like I actually liked this brush, but obviously now that I know better, I need longer pins. But I mean, not a bad, like you can get this at Pet Value. I think at any, like of just a regular pet store, you can buy this at. It's not bad, but if you have a longer coated breed, I'd definitely get one that has longer. Honestly, like a 7 out of 10 to be honest. Maybe I'm biased, but whatever. This is another CC brush. I like this for wet brushing. So if I'm conditioning a dog, I'll use this one to brush through the conditioner to get it nice and deep and through the whole coat. I really like this brush. I'll keep this brush when I finish grooming for my own dog. I have a similar one that's another CC one, but I like this one better because the pins, there's more pins, and they're like bendy, soft pins. Yeah, I'd give this, there is a pin missing. I didn't even notice. Can you see it? The pin missing right there. I didn't even notice that. Again, CC brushes are a bit more expensive, but this is a nice solid brush. I give it an 8. And then, as I said, this is my dematting Arturo brush. It's double-sided. I say like in comparison to this one, that's what that looks like. So it has similar design in the pins actually. This one's cheaper though, and it works better in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe people are gonna come for me, but it's okay. Yeah, I like this brush as well. And it's not my go-to, like I use this for everything, pretty much, other than like conditioning or like a long flowing coat, but yeah, this is definitely my go-to. But if I got a really bad knot in Finn, I'd pick this one up for sure. So these are great brushes. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Oh, yes. And then I have a couple of tiny Arturo brushes for my tiny dogs. So they're just mini slicker brushes. I don't use them super often. Like I usually just grab this. I don't have dogs that are, I have a couple super small dogs, but this is usually fine unless I want to brush their little face. Like if they have a little beard or something, these are so cute and they work fine. Like they're also super cheap, I think. They're definitely like cheaper quality. I give them like a 6. Like they're fine. I mean, I don't use them all the time, but they're fine. No issues. That's it. So is this worth it? Probably not. You could probably find something better. Arturo is great. Big fan of Arturo, actually. Or Kenchi. I don't know what their selection is for all of their brushes, but Kenchi is good too. Christensen is great. Like he has a great selection of things. I use his shampoo. I have his ear cleaner right there and his ice on ice spray. Like I use his shit for sure. But is this worth the amount of money you're gonna pay for it? I'd say probably not really. Like you don't need it. It's more of a want. That's what I'm gonna say. That's it.